Me there, Token Vaping guys. How's it going? So today's juice review is switching gears over to the next flavor and another line. As you all know, I am trying to shorten the times on my videos. You know, to be a little more respectful to viewers and cut down the amount of time it takes to watch one, so it makes it a little bit easier for those who aren't, able to or enjoy watching really long videos. My apologies for that, but regardless of anything else, just, long story short, just trying to make these a little more easier to watch and just to be a little more accommodating to the specific companies who, allow me the privilege and honor to do these reviews, so I can devote a little bit more attention per flavor. So it does stretch out the time frame on them overall as far as how they all go, because I'm not going to do one at a time down the line for a particular company first, because that just beats. So I'm just trying to be fair for everybody. So with that said, I don't want to really jump around too much and sound all confused and addled. The flavor that I'm doing today is from Vaping Lust, and it is called Clawberry. Now, Vaping Lust does have its own website. It is at, let me just verify this real fast for you folks so that I don't misinform you. If you go to vapinglust.com, that is the website for this company here. Basically, it's a really good website. It's informative, has all the information that it needs. And there is apparel that you can purchase as well as on top of their quality premium line liquids. And it just has a little information about the company as well. That they use. It is a 70-30 mix for this line. It is made in an ISO certified and GMP certified facility. GMP is just good manufacturing procedures. So basically, they take this very seriously, just like most juice companies do nowadays. They devote as much time and attention to the product as possible to ensure that what they're sending out and selling to you as a vapor is something that they're willing to vape on themselves. And that says a lot about the companies. It's basically one of those, if we're not going to vape it, why would I sell it to you? And, that's a good practice to have. It's a good sign of respect towards the vaping community as a whole. They do offer these in a 30, a 60, and a 90 mil, and nicotine levels are 0, 3, 6, and 12. And so this is the bottle, and it is for a first vape, first review. You can see the safety seal here, as I did want to show that, as once pretty much everybody is following this, so I did want to make sure that that is seen and that they are following that practice. It does have the mix ratio on the back here as well as their Instagram at Vaping Lust. Made in the USA. It has the nicotine and the bottle size, and it also has the Proposition 65 warning on this side, as well as warning and ingredient label on this side, and their little warning picture labels here. And then it just basically says the name of the company here. This is their logo, premium e-juice, and then the flavor is Clawberry. Now, Clawberry for them is listed for a profile as a sweet and sour fruit mix. It's got tangerine and honeydew melon. So the honeydew is obviously where the sweetness of the flavor is going to come in. And tangerines, if you've never had one before, it looks like a small orange, but they have a very sour bite to them. Not sour to where you can't eat it. They just have a really a tart almost hit to the flavor of it. And so mixing the two of them should give a pretty good offset for each other, to where the flavor itself is a good fruity back and forth style flavor, so it should mix very well. So we're going to pop this open, and we're going to wick up on my cotton, which, as you can see right there, is brand new, wicked up just before the video. Cotton that I use is Texas Tough cotton. It's not a pansy ass cotton ball. I pretty much use it for all my reviews, and I always try to have some on me, just regardless of whenever I need to re-wick my devices. Really easy to work with, works really well, holds flavor really well, doesn't have a huge cottony taste to it. So Texas Tough Cotton on Instagram if you are interested. So we're going to go ahead and bust this open, and as I find the perforation. So while I'm ripping this open real quick, just want to reiterate, I love doing these videos. I really do. I was never originally a fan of putting myself in front of the camera. I still have, self-conscious issues, as we all do. But I do enjoy doing these because I feel like if it can help at least one person find a juice line that they may never have thought of or known about, and it gives them something else to use for their vaping needs, you know, that's a great feeling. But regardless of anything else, my opinion and my reaction to these flavors is strictly mine. I'm not trying to impose my will, my choice, my decision on anybody by any means. All I'm trying to do is give you an honest opinion from me about what I get out of the flavor, so that it might give you a more informative base to go off of to decide whether or not it's something you might want to try yourself. That's all it is. So please, if I come off like I'm trying to tell you what you should be getting out of this, I do apologize. That's not my intent. So with Clawberry, I'm going to bust this open here, and we're going to take a first whiff. And I get all honeydew out of that, and I love the smell of honeydew anyway, so that really works. So we're going to go ahead and juice this up. And while I am juicing this, I just want to also note that anytime you make a purchase of a product and there's any type of security or safety measure for that product, whether it's a wrap, a seal, tape, lid, cap, full bottle wrap, anything, safety ring even, anytime that there's some type of security measure taken for that product and you receive that product and something about it does not make you feel comfortable, something about it makes you second guess it, something about it makes you just feel weird, don't touch it, don't use it, don't try it. Contact the company that you got it from, contact the shop you bought it from, contact whoever distributes it. Let them know what's going on and why you feel uncomfortable about it. Let them know so that they can take steps to rectify that situation and get you the product in the proper form and safety measure that it was meant to be. Because at the end of the day, no matter what, regardless of anything else, it's all about your health and safety. That's what's most important. That's what needs to be taken care of. So I'm going to go ahead and juice this up real fast here. I'm going to do one quick little pre-burn, and then we'll go ahead and vape this. Definitely get the honeydew melon, so I'm hoping that the tangerine does play a little bit into this profile and it's not all honeydew. Like I said, I like honeydew, but when there's supposed to be something else involved, I'm hoping to try to at least get some of that flavor into it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and cap this real quick, and as always, I do vape regularly at 75 watts. So this is Clawberry from Vaping Lust. And as you can see, it's got really good solid clouds for a 70-30 mix, which is nice. So it definitely gives you the vape in that sense. So I'm going to go ahead and juice this up just a slight bit more. Okay, so you definitely get the taste of the honeydew melon on the main part of the vape. The tangerine does take effect towards the tail end of the vape, at least for me. I got it more on the exhale. It's not as strong of a tart or sour bite as I was expecting it to be, which is a good thing because sometimes that can be a little much in a vape flavor. The honeydew is sweet. You do definitely taste it, especially if you've had it before. You will know it. But again, just like the tangerine, it's not overpowering to where it's too sweet or too sour. So it is a nice mix of the two. It is mellow enough to make it an enjoyable fruit vape. Now, the only issue that I have with this flavor is that because it is a 70-30 and because the flavors, the honeydew melon and the tangerine, are lighter in the fruit or citrus field, as some people will classify it as, there is a bit of a throat hit. It's not going to be super harsh to where it's super scratchy on your throat and uncomfortable, but there is a bit of one. I've tend to learn that most of the time that you add melon flavors or like an orange or a lighter citrus flavor to a vape flavor, it tends to bring out the throat hit a little bit more because the flavors are more mellow. And with a 70-30 mix, it is a little bit more. It is a bit more thinner of a mix ratio than I normally vape. I usually vape at an 80-20 or higher, but that's my preference. Just like everybody else has their own. So for the flavor is there, and you do definitely get both out of this flavor. For me, though, unfortunately, it's not something that I could vape on regularly if that throat hit persists on the tail end of the vape. Now, I will try this a little bit more and just see if maybe it's soaking into my cotton a bit more. We'll mellow that out and make it smoother, because it may just be because it is new cotton. If it does, I will notate the video as well, just to let you know, because I do not by any means want to misinform or falsify anything. But as it stands, for the way that it vapes right now, for myself, I'm not a fan of the throat hit, so it's not something that I would personally choose. However, I enjoy the melon and the tangerine mixture. They did get that done pretty well. So if you like a lighter fruit flavor without being too strong, I would definitely give it a try. Regardless of anything else, Vaping Lust overall as a company and a line is well done. It's a well-run company. You know, they have been around for a little bit, and there are quite a few people that do know them and know that they are upstanding. So definitely give them a shot, give them a shout out. Definitely have your shop give them a try, reach out for some samples, or bring them in and see what some of your customers think about, and go from there. But Vaping Lust, regardless of anything else, thank you so much for the opportunity and the privilege to have been able to do this review. I definitely look forward to trying out the rest of your line as well. Like I said, vapinglust.com. You can get them on Instagram and Facebook. Guys, as always, I'm Token Vaping here on YouTube. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest, anything that I can do to help enhance your vaping experience. That's the only reason why I do this. That's the only reason I want to do this. So reach out to me if you have anything that you want to know about, any type of video that you want to see specifically. I will do my best to accommodate you and see how I can help you further your vaping enjoyment. So until next time, guys, as always, thank you so much. I'm Token Vaping. Vape on, vape strong. Have a good night.